Hi, I'm Ensign Mason, your San Bernardino County Auditor Controller, Treasurer Tax Collector.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilhite, your San Bernardino County Assessor, Recorder, and County Clerk.
There's a lot of confusion between our offices. Many people have called me the tax assessor, and in our county, we don't have a tax assessor. We have an assessor and we have a tax collector, and each of us fills that role. So we are here today to talk a little bit about how that works, the process, the flow, and just how the tax bill comes to be when it shows up in your mailbox. And the whole process starts here in the assessor's office. Can you tell us, Chris, about how that process begins?
The process starts where the responsibilities to inventory and locate all of the assessable property within San Bernardino County. The assessor then determines a market value or an assessable value based on constitutional law and determines the value of that property.
So after you get finished with the roll, the next step is you send it over to us.
All right.
And we have a couple different processes we have to do on that. The first one is calculating the tax. You don't calculate the tax, you calculate the value. It goes to our property tax division, which will calculate line by line how much each item on each bill is going to be. Once that's done, we send it over to the tax collector, who produces 900,000 bills a year and sends them out. And that's how the process begins. Once the bills get to the mailboxes, the next step is, of course, to collect the taxes in the most efficient, the most convenient way possible. So we have many different ways people can pay their bills. They can mail a check, they can pay online, they can pay over the phone if they wish. Paying online is always a preferred way. So when people have questions, the first question is, my property tax bill is higher than I think it should be. The assessed value is too high. Should they call the tax collector or should they call the assessor to talk about that?
So if they're looking at the value of their property, they certainly can call the assessor's office. We're happy to take a look at that. And there also is some relief that may be available to them. First, appraiser will look to see if that value is appropriate and then help to explain why the value exists, offer any type of assistance they can as far as if the value should be reduced for any reason, there is a exemption or exclusion that can be provided, we'll assist them with that.
We are both elected people, which means that we don't work for anybody here, we work for everybody out there. We work for the people. Another thing the assessor is responsible for, many people don't know this, is the information having to do with the property itself and the information having to do with where the tax bill is ultimately going. That data is maintained by your office. So if there's an address change, for example, or a call I got the other day was the property description was just flat out wrong.
We want to make sure that our data is correct and up to date. So anytime there is a change of address or other information that might be incorrect, we're more than happy to have them contact our office. We do require a signature for a change of address so that we make sure that the person has the proper authority to make that change. Please check out our website for more information, phone numbers. We have a great staff ready to help if you can't find it there.